Alrighty, here we go. Tomb Kings versus Chaos. Oh no, eres tu mi cantar, leading the Warriors of Chaos, and me leading the Tomb Kings. Alright, let's slow-mo it so I can start with an intro. Now, this guy, this was interesting. He's used this build 3 games in a row with me. The first game I tried with a High Elves build I had, he killed it. And then the second I tried with the Lizardmen, and I'm not really that good with Lizardmen anyway, and he wasted that too with the same build. And he was getting really cocky. He literally said, "Chaos is inevitable. I am like Thanos." Oh, you're like Thanos, are you? And that was it. Like, I was going to think about maybe just like, oh, okay, giving it to him, but no. That was it. I had to take him down. So the third time ended up being the charm, even though it was tooth and nail. The third time I went with Tomb Kings, and the last couple of times I tried out distancing him with so with the elves I went with a lot of archery because that's often a good idea with Chaos because they don't have very good ranged options, and they're all melee focused. So if you can keep them at a distance and get them down with armor-piercing missiles, it's really good. But the way he used his Hell Cannon is he really shut that down, that whole play. I tried using cavalry to get around it, but he had his own cavalry. He used well against mine, shut them down effectively, and then his hardcore heavy metal infantry just mulched my front line, which was kind of depleted because of focusing on cavalry and range, so they just mulched me. It wasn't pretty, and I'm not proud of that. Then I tried with Lizardmen, red-crested skinks, and pterodactyls. He managed to bring out the pterodactyls with his sneaky marauder horseman back there. And again, his elite infantry just mulched my line, and his lord too. So let's just take a quick look at his build, what this build specifically is. So over here he's got Chaos Knights with lances. Okay, nasty bunch. He's got a lot of Chaos Warriors with great weapons, 3 groups of those. Okay, so they're just big. Look at these big, edgy dudes with axes. Yeah, big, beefy, edgy dudes. He's got Forsaken, 2 groups, one with 1 chevron. Kind of Chaos warped flesh there. With a very nasty anti-infantry. I think they're anti-infantry. I have to check that. Chaos Trolls, big terror-causing brutes. Although their morale is pretty low because they're dumb, so they're big and nasty, but you can scare them away. They lose morale fairly easily, relatively easily, and so it's all Forsaken, great weapons, Chaos Trolls, and then this thing, this irritating Hell Cannon. Look at these, These are like Oompa Loompas if the Oompa Loompas decided to start, elected their own Hitler and turned into Nazis. Oompa Loompa Nazis. Look at them. Nasty little, grunty little, what nasty little critters. I think they're Chaos Dwarves, honestly. They never say that, but I really think they are. Yeah, it looks like they're totally Chaos Dwarves. And here is Kolek, a Dragon Ogre. Kolek Suneater is their lord, and he is a big, nasty powerhouse that really mulches infantry. However, he's also easy to hit, which is why I've got my, which is why I brought my Bone Giant. I'm going to go take a look over here at the Bone Giant. So I've got the Bone Giant immediately shooting at Kolek. So this game was different. Instead of trying to outdistance him, I just decided to immediately close with the infantry as soon as possible to get as close to that Hell Cannon as humanly possible. So I've got my Bone Giant sniping Kolek, and it doesn't seem like much now, that damage on his bar, but that's going to add up, especially because I've got all that distance to work with. He has to close it to deal with that. So it's going to keep my Bone Giant firing at their lord is the plan, to demoralize their army. Basically, my infantry is going to get mulched, but let's take a look at it anyway. We got over here on the flanks. Back here, Tomb Guard with halberds. I think I meant to have them farther out on the flank, but that didn't end up happening. And I got Skeleton Spearmen, which are standard, but I've buffed them up with a couple of chevrons. Anti-large Skeleton Warriors with swords, a couple chevrons. Tomb Guard with swords, kind of the more elite infantry. You can tell they're elite infantry because they got fancy hats. And then Skeleton Warriors with swords, a couple of chevrons. Tomb Guards with halberds, and Skeleton Spearmen. Brave, bony boys. They're all gonna die. It's literally like the skinny, shrimpy kid. Oh, and look, Hell Cannon coming in right here. Ow! No! Ah! Look at that damage done to that. That's ridiculous. Ow. That's why I have to close that distance, and that's what he's been really making the bane of my existence. So my plan to get that is over here, basically, as I've got my Necropolis Knights with halberds. Bony dudes surfing on snakes, 2 groups of them, which I'm going to want to get around to that hell cannon, right? And skeleton horseman archers, and my lord here leading her surface snakes is Queen Khalida. She's got a great poison explosion ability. I don't know if I used it optimally in this game, but it's basically an explosion that can blow things around her away, so she and the cavalry can get away. So I'm trying to go up to flank to get to that hell cannon as my main line closes, which I'm trying to close just away. But he's going to use his sneaky... I hate these guys. He's going to use these sneaky marauder horsemen with throwing axes. They're really annoying because they'll just throw axes at you and then run away. Like, ha! And you can't catch them. And it's really annoying trying to catch them, bring them down. They call that kiting, I think. But so Khalida and the Necropolis Knights going this way. And I've also got the horseman archers to support them. Anyway, let's speed it up as the battle kind of continues. So here we go. The front line's going to meet. Ow, he changed to my elite infantry. Maybe a good idea. But my infantry are going to start. You know, I might have not gone with, instead of skeleton archers, I might have gone with Ushapti with great bows next time, because I think they have armor piercing. Like, there's just tickling them. Like, that damage is not substantial. They're just tickling them away. Tickle, tickle. Tickling the Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Forsaken may have been a better target because I think they're less armored. But anyway, my skeleton warriors and my infantry met with these guys. So that's not probably an ideal matchup. None of it's an ideal matchup for the bony guys, right? Because these guys are beefy. They've actually got meat on their bones. Immediately, the Tomb Guard in the center are getting taken to Pound Town by the Chaos Trolls and the Warriors with great weapons. It's not good, so they're going to go. I should have had my archers focused exclusively on the Trolls. That was dumb of me, not having that, because I'm just shooting into their armored warriors, which is not smart. However, he's getting chunked down by my Bone Giant. Bone Giant's still sniping him. Let's see how the cavalry's doing. Trying to get around, so Khalida met the Chaos Knights. The Hell Cannon took a couple shots at the Necropolis Knights, ground them down. So Khalida and these are trying to get in. Over here, I've got my other cavalry chasing off these... I split them, so I got the Necropolis Knights chasing off the... chasing off those dudes. I'm probably going to summon some Ushapti soon. So the Tomb Kings, you get to summon Ushapti kind of later in the game once a certain amount of your dudes or the other dudes have died. There's some spell going down there. I don't know what it is, or ability. Anyway, ow, that's really not good for these guys. These guys are not going to do well. That's why I popped the Ushapti. That's where they are. That's what I was summoning. And they're going to go into the back of that flank. Maybe I could have popped them close to the Hell Cannon, but I think the Hell Cannon's already going to get dealt with here. Yeah, because the Chaos Knights have routed. I've scared them off. You can tell they're scared of Khalida and the snakes because they think. So now I'm open. Now I'm open to the Hell Cannon. So maybe it was a good idea trying to thin down their infantry here. Yeah, and good. Kolek's come to join, which is great news for my Bone Giant, who can still snipe him. His health is getting really low. Perfect. Just the way I wanted it. And these are a summoned unit, so it's good that it's really good that he's wasting his time on them. That's really ideal for me. And maybe that's doing some more damage, but that's not going to be an ideal for the Bone Giant because he's not good melee damage. He still does decent melee damage, and he's still a big beast, but it's not going to ideal for him. So my infantry done their job, roughly speaking. And now it's going to get really tooth and nail because all my infantry's gone. And it looks, he's probably thinking like, yeah, I got this. He's still got these trolls, which are basically full health. The Tomb Guard with halberds are about to crumble. Khalida's coming in to try and help them, but it's too late. It's too late. The Ushapti are all gone. That side's cleaned up. But I did manage to clean up his Hell Cannon. I think these guys finish him off. One last angry little dwarf. Still not quitting, though. He still hasn't routed. He's like, yeah, we'll fire the cannon again. Listen to that. Listen to that. Look, look at that. It's got testicles. It's got little testicles. Yeah. So it's not a nice thing. And we're dealing with it. And that should be the end of him. I don't know how he's still down there. But anyway, so now my plan is I got to get Khalida out of here. That's not good. They're all closing in. Sorry, I had to abandon them. They were the bravest of us all. They're gone. Khalida's pulling out, but she's still at full health. Well, it's their lord, his lord is almost done. If I can get a few more shots in with that Bone Giant, it's really good. They're pitching axes at me, which aren't doing too much damage. I got the horse archers here. This is kind of funny, shooting at the Chaos Knights. Do I get any? That'd be hilarious. So I got one! Ha! Two! Go away! So the Chaos Knights are done.
They will.
Let's see, and I think now I'm trying to assassinate Kolek. Yeah, I'm going after Kolek with Khalida. That's where she's going to do the best. She's going to do the best. If I can get just a couple hits in with Khalida. I think he knows that too. He's trying to stop it, but a couple hits with her and the Bone Giant, and he's not going to last. Khalida's does really good damage against him. And he's going to go down. One more hit with Khalida. Come on. He's going to go down. Yes! And this is where it's going to get really nasty tooth and nail, because he's still got a lot of infantry. But Khalida's really good health. The Bone Giant's really good health. Oh, and she did a poison explosion. That's what I'm talking about. Brought down a couple models. No, you won't. Well, yeah, you will. So they're going to start cycling out. The horse archers are firing in now, which is good. The Trolls' leadership is going to plummet because Kolek's dead. He was basically pumping up their leadership because they had a leader. So basically, he's got the numbers, but I got the quality units now. So it's really changed. My Necropolis Knights are probably about done. Yeah, thanks to those. I hate you. Bloody axe throwing, but they did their job keeping them off me. While my Necropolis Knight's probably gonna go. Last Necropolis, sneaky man. Khalida doing okay. She's gonna do alright. Not ideal, but yeah, they're gone. That's the end of them. And the skeleton horse archers. Yeah, you're darn right it wasn't. Khalida's chasing them off. We're basically almost done now. It's a bit of back and forth now. I got the Bone Giant shooting at the Trolls, which is a good idea, because they're big, juicy targets. Now they're going to rally, and they're going to start coming at the Bone Giant as I'm trying to chase these cavalry off. Irritating little pricks. Yeah, that's good. That's a smart choice. Wear down those Trolls who are closer. Like, basically my biggest problem are the Trolls, because they're beefy. So if I keep the Bone Giant knocking down their models with his shots, that's going to be very helpful. Yeah, and that's good. Whittle away their health. These guys are getting close, but I don't even know. I don't know. Like, they're so low on health, and even though he's not ideal at melee combat, boom! Yeah, that's more what he's ideal for. He's still going to outlast. So I think I pull, yeah, Khalida back from that, because that's not ideal. But what ended up happening was this kind of really, I think, what was ideal is they're chasing her, but I'm shooting in with him, so, because he thinks he's going to get my Lord down. If he can get my Lord down, that'll end me. It probably will. But I'm managing to keep her alive and out of the way of that infantry death ball, which is not something I want her to get stuck in, because I don't think she has a poison explosion left. It'd be really nice if she did, but... So this is good. This is good. He's out of ammunition now. He's just going to march in. And his fleet is pulling away. And this is basically what it's going to boil down to. And coming in, the unexpected MVPs. The Skeleton Horseman Archers. Okay, I'm done just being distracted with you. No, come back! No! We were having such fun chasing me through the desert. Come back! No. More important things. They want my bones. They want the bones. And they're chucking axes. I hate you. Axes probably gonna knock out a couple models. Freaking axes. God knows where they get all those axes. Yeah. So, yeah, he's just got the Marauder Cavalry, which, not good. Not good for him. Khalida and the Bone Giant are gonna smack those. Basically, they're just gonna play King of the Hill and just, there's no hill, but they're gonna just, as the units cycle back into combat, they're just gonna hold their ground. That was not ideal against the Trolls, that charge, but I really just was focusing on doing as much damage to the Trolls, but it would have been better to get that charge bonus against the infantry, but oh well, can't do anything perfect. So this is basically it. This is victory is in my grasp, and yeah, there you go, Thanos. I guess you weren't inevitable, Mr. A2 something Latin. But it was a good game against a good player. He beat me a couple times, but on the third time I came back, and I don't know. Of course, people will tell me that we did like all kinds of newbie things, I'm sure, but I'm still pretty happy with this game, and figured I'd cast it. All right. Peace out, Holmes. Ease. The boys. Peace out, the boys. Back home. All right. Bye-bye.